So hi everyone, my name is Bhumika HS and I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome you all to my channel, The Space Alchemist. Today I would like to talk about the Jupiter Mahadasha, just to continue my series of astrology that I've been taking up from the past couple of weeks. Like you guys know, I'm an interior designer, architect, and also a Vastu coach and consultant. But during my study of Vastu, because it's an allied field, I did have the opportunity to learn astrology. So I felt that, for those of you who are interested in learning the fundamentals of it, I can try to break down a couple of topics from astrology. So I do not actually take up consultation or coaching for astrology. These are just you can use them for entertainment purposes, and you can probably use them later in your life, or if you want to learn more in astrology, you can use these as your foundational understanding of these. So coming back to my topic today, we'll try to understand more about Jupiter Mahadasha or Guru Mahadasha. When we talk about Jupiter, the personality of Jupiter is such that Jupiter is known to be the planet of expansion. Jupiter is a planet which gives you expansion. It gives you what you say, wisdom. It gives you your mentors. It governs your friend circle. It governs the kind of networking you do. All of these aspects are governed by Jupiter. Now when we talk about Jupiter, like I said, Jupiter is also one of the longest running mahadashas that we have. It runs for nearly 16 years, and Jupiter Mahadasha generally comes after a hectic Rahu Mahadasha that is there. So it sits exactly in between your Rahu Mahadasha and your Shani Mahadasha, which spans for about 16 years. This Mahadasha, most of the times it can be considered favorable, but sometimes if Jupiter is negatively placed, this can actually become a very bad effect on your this thing. So you'll have to look at your birth chart. But just to give you a general understanding, wherever Jupiter sit, it expands. So Jupiter is a planet of wisdom. It's a planet of education. So you can understand whether you will be educated or not. You'll be able to understand if you'll get the right education from with the kind of placement it has. It will show you whether you'll be able to get proper mentors to guide you, not just in school but even in work. If you're into research and all, this will give you a good aspect to go deep into it, study, dwell into it. One more thing is, when we talk about Jupiter, Jupiter talks about expansion. It talks about expansion of your monetary gains. It talks about your networks expansion. It talks about your family expansion. It talks about your career expansion. It talks about your personal relationships with people, those how it works out. So everything it deals with. Apart from that, even if you have a negative aspect, like if you have a health issue, it also expands the health issue. So you can see those aspects as well that governs Jupiter. So if you ever enter your Jupiter Mahadasha, one thing that you will see is you might also rapidly increase your weight. So your weight around your body might increase during your Jupiter Mahadasha, because again it deals with expansion. So this is one of the things that you'll be able to see. One thing that you will see is, if you are into, or if you're supported, if your Jupiter placement in your chart is supported very well by Saturn, this can be a very good example of showing you mass support from people. So when I mean mass support, if you're into going into a more popular field where you're looking into name, fame, success, this can be something that can support you. If Jupiter is sitting with Ketu, then this is again known to be something that is divinely orchestrated, because this is something that will help you, protect you from any kind of harm, and help you expand whatever you're trying to work around. So Jupiter plus Ketu can be looked into that. Jupiter and Saturn placed together in a chart can be a little, some people say it's bad, some people say it's good. I would prefer to say it's neutral, because Saturn is a planet of, so it's a slow moving planet, and Jupiter is expansion. So imagine if you actually have a good Saturn balance in you, your discipline, your hard work can actually give you monetary inputs like huge expansion, your networking, huge expansion, relationships are good with good people, huge expansion, networking, huge expansion, the kind of success you get, all of these can be expanded in a huge sense. When you come into your Jupiter Mahadasha, you might see your family expands. You might get into marriage, you might get into an alliance, you might have children, or your children might have grandchildren. This is the space when your family expands. That is something that you can see. You might negatively, like I said, health issues, you might have enlargements that is seen. Different organs of yours might have like expansions or expanding, or external growths, sometimes tumorous, non-tumorous. These are some things that you can see in Jupiter, keeping in mind of your placement. Unwanted growths in your body, all of these are governed by Jupiter as well. Apart from that, sometimes I would suggest, since there's growth, You might have water retention issues during your Jupiter Mahadasha. You might have swellings, the swelling or bruises and all of that happening during your Jupiter Mahadasha. But this is basically about understanding Jupiter and its personality traits or its exhibiting traits. It's a very generic thing that we have. But when I divide the Jupiter Mahadasha into different phases, I would probably divide into three. So you have your initial phase, your peak phase, and your setting phase. Your initial phase is most of the times keeping in mind of if you're having your Jupiter Mahadasha, which Antardasha is sitting with it along with Jupiter plays a very important role. So based on that, and keeping in mind of your phases, that is your initial phase that you have is generally, if it's good to neutral, then you can consider it okay. But when it come to your peak, if it's placed very well, you might have extreme amount of monetary growth. When I'm talking about not thousands or 10,000s, you might go into an aspect of having about few lakhs to multiple crores. That is the kind of positive aspect it can have into the peak phase. And of course, this is when you reflect and understand what are the right decisions you have taken and all. And even your setting phase, you can reflect forward and move into your Shani Mahadasha. Apart from that, if you're into your education sector, you might get multiple degrees. So if you've done your UG or undergraduate, you might get into your postgraduate, you might do your PhD. And if that is not enough, you might take up multiple other courses in between to learn. So Jupiter is a planet of knowledge. Your expansion of knowledge might increase, especially for those of you who are into your occult. Jupiter gives you a major aspect into it, actually supports you to learn these occult sciences with other placements added. If you're interested in occult sciences, it'll give you a good understanding of numerology, astrology and all of that. But again, you'll have to look into your 8th house and how its relation is with the occult. It's just not primarily in Jupiter, but if it has a relationship, it can support you in that. Apart from that, if you're somebody who's looking for a mentor, so when I mean mentor is, it's a very generic statement, but I will be telling it. People who are generally born with the influence of the number 7 or Ketu. Most of the times what happens, Ketu is a planet without a head, it only has a body, right? So Ketu or the number 7 influenced people need someone to guide them and help them. And if Jupiter is positively placed in your chart, you might actually get those kind of mentors to support you or help you, or somebody old enough to support you and help you, wise enough like a guru or whatever, or a sage or someone that you go to, or you might find an ashrama where you have somebody to become a disciple of, to learn life. So you will find somebody to support you and guide you, because most of the time, since Ketu doesn't have a mind, it can't always be intuitive and pick up on things, right? It needs to grasp information. So what happens is they might go to multiple people, they'll ask everybody their inputs, finally they'll sit with them and understand which is the best one for them. So it gives you that opportunity to learn from people and gives you the wisdom to take which is the right one for you and use it. So Jupiter does help you in that sense. So in that way, Jupiter can be placed good. If you ask me, Jupiter Mahadasha is most of the times very favorable, as long as it is not having Sadesati going through it, or there's no Saturn Daya going through it, or there's no aspect of Shani looking at it. I think these are the three places where you will have to look into it. Or if the placement of Jupiter in your birth chart is not correctly done in your houses. Apart from this, most of the times Jupiter is very favorable in a generic sense, and you will be able to reap benefits of the same. The only thing I would say is look into your Jupiter Mahadasha, especially when it comes into swellings that are there or outgrowths in your health. Get regular health checkups that is there, make sure you're healthy. But apart from that, nothing major to be looked into. Chances of getting obesity related issues or stuff like that might be much more here, or you might be more prone to obesity during this phase. That is something that you'll have to look into, but it's not a big deal as such. It's pretty decent and it's pretty good. So yeah, that's about Jupiter Mahadasha.